everyone, it's me Vanessa. I'm making a video for my week 154 post-op VSG surgery. Back in January of 2014, I was at my highest weight of 280 pounds. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on March 13th of 2017 at 235.2. And as of this morning, I'm sitting right at 148.4 pounds. So I am back under 150, so happy. I'm gonna explain exactly how the week went and what changes I made, but I am down 3 pounds this week, a total of 86.8 since surgery, and down a total of 131.6 from my highest weight. So did really, really well. I did make it down to, what was the lowest? It was on Thursday. I made it down to 145.4 pounds. So my goal is to try to make it at 145 this week to see if I can get under 145 and use 145 possibly as my new goal. I don't know, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna see how it works. And my goal for next week is to just, next weigh-in, be closer to 147. So I'm not looking at staying around 145, I'm just looking at moving towards 145. So we shall see how that goes. I did complete week 1 of phase 3 yesterday. So I did really well for the week. It is more challenging though. It's a lot of plyo, a lot of, like, I was doing weight training, but my definite cardiovascular work was being challenged. So that's the one thing I do like about the different phases is they, you know, phase 1 is just the getting started, doing everything, getting used to it. Phase 2 is the build phase where I'm actually building muscle, and then phase 3 is a burn phase. So it's continually building muscle, but it's burning a lot of fat too. So definitely my heart rate was up during those workouts, and I love this program, and I'm excited that I'm going to be making my own program soon, but I will always come back to that program in particular because I do really like it. Now, as far as what I did this week that actually helped me, and I know that this helped me definitely to get closer to 145, and that was usually for my PM snack, I will have my regular healthy food. So I will have a cup of fruit, I'll have a cup of vegetables, and I'll add like 1/4 of a cup of feta. And I'll have that, and then I was usually having like 2 cookies or a cookie or something like that that was prepackaged to add to it. Well, this week I actually made my sweet snack. So I made chickpea brownies, which they were flourless. And so all it is chickpeas with cocoa and semi-sweet chocolate chips and maple syrup and eggs. And so I made those, and I had that as my, instead of having a prepackaged cookie, I would have that instead. And I know that that's what helped because by the time that I had dinner, I wasn't super hungry. And then when I was done with dinner, I felt satisfied. I wasn't craving other junk food like I was before, and I felt like all I needed was the normal food that I had for the day. Because I noticed when the weekend came and I was enjoying prepackaged foods, I was craving more and more, and I wanted more. And so having that balance during the week of eating just whole foods, things that I made, it was way better. So my goal in the next few months is to focus on maybe on the weekends when I would enjoy things that I normally don't have during the week. I'm thinking of making my treats instead of necessarily buying prepackaged stuff. I did buy 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies that I still have not opened, and we don't plan to open those until we get through the other junk food that we have in the back, which is some coconut Oreo thins and some other things that we have back there. But I noticed definitely a change in cravings and the way I felt when I was making my sweets instead of actually having prepackaged food. So that is a goal. I'm not going to stress about doing everything perfectly and changing everything. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing for the weekends. I know that Saturday and Sunday, having those days to where I can eat whatever I want actually does make it easier for me to stick to a plan during the week and to maintain my weight. So I will continue doing that. But just being more mindful of the things that I have during the weekend, I'm gonna try to transition to where I am making majority of my food. And then if it ends up to where I don't have any prepackaged foods later other than maybe occasionally, that is the ultimate goal. Like that I would really, really like to do. But I'm not going to like be super strict and be like, okay, I can never have this or I can never have that, because that is what causes me to binge. I have to be very careful. Obviously triggers I don't have. So like graham crackers or the Keebler cookies, those items I cannot have in the house and I cannot partake because I can't control portions, right? But if I tell myself that I will never have another, something that I can control a portion, then all I do is obsess about that. And so I'm learning what is doable for life and what is not doable for life. And to tell myself that I can't have a particular food that I enjoy and I want on the weekend is just, it just doesn't work for me. So that's why I do enjoy things. But to think that I can make majority of my stuff that I do enjoy instead of having it already prepackaged and have additives and all this different stuff that my body really doesn't need and recognize, it's more ideal for me to actually make the stuff. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna really see how that goes and how everything works out. And then the fact that I can be 145, I really want to be at 145 or under by the end of this month. So that is a huge goal of mine. And I have until Saturday to do that. So fingers crossed, we'll see if it happens. And if it doesn't, if I even get close to it, it's no big deal. But yeah, so that's it, you guys. It's been a good week last week. This week is going to be even better. I did schedule my exam for my personal training cert on the 20th of March. So I'm using this time to prep and to, review everything, do the practice exams, the quizzes, just to be aware of where I need to study more and what I need to review more. And yeah, so by next month, on my 3 years post-op surgery, I will be a personal trainer because I am going to pass it the first go. But yeah, so I will talk to you all next Monday. Have an amazing week and bye for now.